Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday, and welcome to a new week of math. Today, we are going to start doing subtraction. We've been working on addition for the last couple of weeks with regrouping our ones into tens and changing our numbers. Today, we're going to be subtracting, and sometimes we're going to need to regroup a 10 into 10 ones for this. And we're going to start out with a couple of easy problems and then work into some that are a little bit harder. This is a lesson 11. If you want to go ahead and get your workbook out, it's on page 4C9. We're going to do a few of the problems on this page together so you'll have some of your work done already. We're going to start out with the problem 8 minus 7, which is the first problem on your page. When I have 8 ones, I can take 7 away from that. And I have 1 left over. So 8 minus 7 is a pretty easy problem to do. If I have 38 minus 7, it really doesn't change that much other than I start out with 3 tens where I didn't have any tens in my first problem. So if I have 3 tens over here, if I start out with 38 and I take the 7 away, my 30 doesn't get affected, does it? It just stays there. And I have 1 left, just the same as I did when I had 8 minus 7. So this one I would have 31 left. So on this one, I did not need to regroup at all. Now the next two problems, 38 minus 8 and 38 minus 9, one does not involve regrouping and one does. So let's practice with those. If I started with 38 in my discs and I took away 8, remember that 8 is an 8 ones. It does not have a 0 on it, so it would not be 80. And I took away all 8. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my mouse today. So I would have 0 ones left. I would have a 0 in the ones column. Over here, I would not take away any tens. I'm not taking away anything in my tens. So I would just have 30 left over. 3 tens and 0 ones. On the next problem, 38 minus 9, I have 8 ones, but I need to take away 9 ones. I can't do that. And I can't just flip it upside down and do 9 minus 8. A lot of people think that you can just flip a subtraction problem backwards, and you cannot do that. That only works with addition. So on this one, I'm going to take one of these tens, and I'm going to trade it in for 10 ones. Now I have plenty of ones to take away my 9. So I'm going to go ahead and take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't need to take away any tens. So I would have 2 tens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones. That would be 29. And if we think about this as a backwards arrow problem, 38 minus 9, I could do 38 minus 8 gives me 30. And minus 1 more gives me 29. So you could do a backwards arrow problem and split that 9 into an 8 and a 1. You can also do it with your discs. If you look down at 2A, 28 minus 7 and 28 minus 9, one of these does not involve regrouping and one does. 28 minus 7, I have enough ones to take 7 away. So I can just take, I'm just going to move them down a little bit. I'm going to take away 7 from the 8 that I started with. So I have 1 left, and I still have the 2 10s left that were there. We didn't touch those. Those did not get changed. So I've got 21 left. However, on the next one, if I have 28 minus 9, I only have 8 ones. I cannot take away 9. So I need to turn in one of my 10s for 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I have enough. I'm going to show you, last week we kind of learned how to represent our math problems the vertical way. I'm going to kind of show you what this would look like if you are ready to do that. So now I've taken one of my 10s, I'm sorry, and now I just have 1 10 left. You see where I have 1 10 left? So I have to cross off my 2, and I only have 1 left. Now I added 10 ones, so now I have 18 ones. So now I'm actually doing 18 minus 9. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left because 18 minus 9 is 9. And I have the 1 10 that I still had. So you can do this with discs, or you can do this by marking the top of your problem, just like we did when we added. This time, however, you would be taking something away instead of adding to it. Okay, the next problem I'm going to do, go down to 2F on page 4C9, and I've got 70 minus 28 and 80 minus 28. So I'm starting off, excuse me, with no ones. I can't take away 28 if I have no ones. I'm going to go ahead and do this vertically, kind of show you how this looks for those of you who are ready to do it that way. Some of you all picked up so quickly last week. So I have 8 that I need to take away. I have 0 to take that away from. I cannot just flip this upside down. So many people always want to do, oh, it's just 8 minus 0, and they write their 8 down. You cannot do that in subtraction. You have to take the first number minus the second number. So I've got 7 10s, which is 70. I'm going to turn in one of those 10s for 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to mark that over here. I've taken away a 10, so now I have 6 10s left. And now I have 10 ones in my ones place. So now I have enough that I can take away 10 minus 8. So I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 2 ones left. Now you have to look in your 10s column, 6 minus 2. Now I need to take away the 2 in the 10s column. So 6 minus 2, I've got 4 10s left. So I would have 42. So 70 minus 28 is 42. Our next problem, we should kind of be able to logically think, okay, I've got 10 more than I had in this one, but I'm subtracting the same amount. So let's see if we can figure out how our answer is going to change if I start with 10 more. I'm going to go ahead and write my problem vertically. I have 0 ones. I need to take away 8. I cannot do that. I need to regroup. I need to trade in a 10. So I'm going to take one of my 10s, trade it in for 10 ones. Okay, let's mark that on our problem. So I had 8. I took 1 away. I have 7 tens left. I had 0 tens. Now I have 10 tens because I traded in a 10 for that. So now this would be my new problem. Now I can take away my 8. So I'm going to come over here and take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my ones place. My tens place says 7 minus 2. 7 tens minus 2 tens. I'm going to take away these 2 tens. And now let's see what we have left. We have 2 ones. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 52. So look at this. I had 70 minus 28 was 42. 80 minus 28 is 10 more than 42. So I added 10 to the first number, just added 10 to the answer. So just like in addition, you always need to do your ones place first. Do not start over here, because if I did 7 minus 2, if I had 70 minus 28, 7 minus 2, I would put 5. Then you don't have anything to borrow with, so you cannot start with your tens place. Always start with your ones place. If I can't teach you anything else, make sure we always start with the ones place. So you're going to continue to finish that on this page and do the 2 word problems on the back. If you have any questions, just ask your teacher today, and I hope you have a fantastic day.